Yes. Yes. I'm on your news. Okay. Yes. So I go.
That Bawumia was one of the most useless that they had. And today, I'm reading it all over the place. They are saying even the Muslims refuse to vote for Bawumia. The Northerners even refuse to vote for Bawumia. In fact, it would have been better to put an Akan person there. Oh, what tribalistic comments. I saw this coming, and I told you, my brother, my sister. But today, as it stands, it is so clear.
But now this song catching the trend. We are separating the boys from the men. My name is D-Cram, 6-star general. Osha Divine Media Ghana. Keep it locked right here. Oko baby crime at Tolampo.
Ebusia osenkafo se adibia e wonemre sa esona se pepeni e kachiro se danduru a na ondi watem na ondome hu na emum de opa kire ne se eda no enduru ho eda no duru a obete bobole bobo e de asem e na aba enje bia na Okatakyie Afrifa ebekeka ensem bi e de fa gbugbulomo ho na ene gan youth no asore e de atia sa asem no akono so attack full attack anya asem ketwa sa so na chairman Wontumi Nana Adodankwa Ekufu Ado ena afi so NPP executives ni bi enso enya miss call from Blakk Rasta ai wa bo chairman Wontumi audio bi na emu nsem na de age se yekona yekokuti ansa na no mesre wa se obe share video yi na wa like na wa kire wa dwen e wo comment section ho e de amame se any da edi kan a wo hwe Divine Media mesre wa se obe subscribe na wa mia notification button no so se na be ya anytime you be drop latest update no obe first person na obedi nkan enya notification na wa ba be hwe bi I meeting at the Kodumens ubetimi afreme DJ Legacy memfa Asidama Traffic Foods ena afeso A1 Company Limited omo enebo machidom emamede divine update and accessor update eba besomo enche bia na Okatakyie Afrifa ebeka nsem bi edefa gbogbulomo ho ai osopa ne ye papa na yenim se asemwe ate akwakoda because okoho oni Angel FM Angel TV mpenimfo ekoho ekopa acha wonti ne anim se asem no ate akoda eno ena ndedai ye ho no ma yete ya ne se hey ade asem a guy youth asori akọ Okatakyie Afrifa so e wo studio se de oyeye no omone ne e ba abechen
No, bien no. Manager, reception. Manager, reception. Go to reception. So go to the reception. Just walk to the manager. Just go to the reception. That is all. Don't shout. No, I'm not shouting. I'm so money. Yes, hey, why don't push it? You better don't go inside. Maybe don't go inside. As I was saying, Oliver. Go inside. Yes. Yes. Omo your news. Okay. Yes. How about that phone? So I go. So I go. What did I know? What did I know? Yes, you should. Money get the shit. Some patrol. Okay, go. Yes, sure. How are you? You are looking for your head also young for it.
Manager a bit. No, can't manager saying, Mira Okatakyie, can you TV? What the
for a long time.
Enti eno no I got you to know omubu afuye papa chire mu se ewo mi se wakopa cha ode nanso omo nso youth no e wo se omba ebepa omo chew yanto ansem no so case number 2 Kwadwo Blakk Rasta wadwa lie adentina wadwa lie after election 2024 no yen nyina ye ni tia results se NPP omalusu poto onabos omunyina omare eno ena chairman Wontumi eba abonten ebe kan se ai 2028 de omo be bounce back abawini agi seat ni nyina e de free NDC for ensem na no ena Kwadwo Rasta o se debi chairman wo di obi wo ho me boy ene mebo na owie yeso wa send strong message e de ama na dankwa Ekufuado ena afi chairman Wontumi na nkasa ena a whole entire NPP party ni nyina.
My brother, my sister, this is Chairman Wontumi speaking. And who is Chairman Wontumi? Now, Chairman Wontumi is the Ashanti Regional Chairman of the NPP. Now, when we say Ashanti Region, what do we mean? And what does it mean to the NPP? National Patriotic Party that is least patriotic. I have never seen a party whose middle name is supposed to be patriotic yet has no iota of patriotism. My brother, my sister, the Ashanti region is supposed to be the World Bank of this unpatriotic party, the NPP. Now, we have said it time and again, my brother, my sister, that people with such low IQs like Wontumi, if you decide to put them where your mouth is, they will feed you with garbage. Should I take it again? They say you must put your money where your mouth is. And if you put people like Wontumi where your mouth is, they will feed you with garbage. My brother, my sister, I am still wondering how come the NPP decided to trust a low IQ guy like Wontumi, my brother, my sister, to be at the helm of affairs at their World Bank. What is it? Is it money? because intelligence is out. When this guy speaks in the media, he's a laughing stock. Intelligence is several miles away from him. My brother, my sister, yet he earned, in quotes, his way into the World Bank of the NPP. So I sit back and I wonder, what really got him this? Was it meritorious or it was just buffoonery? My brother, my sister, now Wontumi is a guy. Anytime he walks around, you will see a replica of buffoonery. No matter what time of the day you meet him, my brother, my sister, he's worse than a circus clown. Yet, this was the guy they put in charge of the Ashanti region, their World Bank. According to Chairman Wontumi, as reported by the Ghana Web, that they are going to sit back and find out why they went wrong and why they lost the elections. Is it far-fetched? Arrogance, lack of patriotism. These were the two very, very key things that made the NPP lose these elections. You see, the problem with politicians is this. They all of a sudden forget what brought them into power. I'm surprised people like Paul Adumochi did not see this coming. And they were still in some fool's paradise, believing that they were going to win the elections. I was always sympathizing with Bawumia. Look how hard Bawumia worked. Look, Bawumia worked on this election harder than he worked on the economy. Can somebody write it down? I said Bawumia worked harder on election 2024 than he worked on the economy. He worked more than 500% on winning this election, but on the economy, he worked 0.1%. It's so shameful. Look how they turned the guy into a certain kind of a caricature of a clown, walking around there dancing offbeat. He said it. According to their internal data, he said that we have decisively lost both parliamentary and presidential. And it took the EC another 7 million hours to come and say exactly what Bawumia said. For that, I say kudos. Now, one of the things that made you lose, and this is free consultancy, NAPO. Which planet did you uproot that guy from? We need to investigate if he's a true doctor or a retired circus clown. So disrespectful, has no respect for our great heroes. A guy like this is worse than a circus clown who is untrained. Yet, these were the people they put there. No wonder that the Gombas have a beautiful saying, that when the monkey is destined to die, all the trees in the forest become slippery. The way this party was behaving, it didn't look like they were going for an election. They were just interested in the hype. Bawumia went all the way to the chief imam, spent 2 seconds with the chief imam and left. Went all the way to Adumche. He asked for a certain cloth to be put over his head like a newly wedded Amaria. And they stood there watching each other and laughing. At the point that Adumche entered into the cloth with him, we don't know whether he kissed Bawumia or not. But that kiss, if there was a kiss at all, was the kiss of Judas, because it sent him back into his tomb. My brother, my sister, remember I prophesied. I told you that right after the election, you would hear. They will tell you that Bawumia was one of the most useless that they had. And today, I'm reading it all over the place. They are saying even the Muslims refuse to vote for Bawumia. The Northerners even refuse to vote for Bawumia. In fact, it would have been better to put an Akan person there. Oh, what tribalistic comments. I saw this coming, and I told you, my brother, my sister. But today, as it stands, it is so clear that they have lost the elections, and they are pretending they do not know exactly what has brought about this defeat. Listen attentively. Nana Akufo-Addo was the key person who who destroyed this party. No two ways about that. Number two, arrogance, nonchalance. They were so full of themselves. They destroyed our land and they didn't care. They were bold enough to tell us that they will continue destroying the land so that they will continue to win elections. My brother, my sister, the cedi was skyrocketing in the face of the dollar. It was almost like a toilet paper, so useless, only useful in the toilet. My brother, my sister, Ghanaians were complaining. Even party members were complaining. MPs, NPP MPs were complaining. Over 90 of them walked to the door of Nana Akufo-Addo and begged him to kick out Ken Ofori-Atta. But the arrogant president who knew everything, Nana Yankamasem, decided that he would not listen. After all, his dream was to be president, and he had become president. He didn't care if after him the NPP was back in power or back into opposition. Today, my brother, my sister, I am most excited that this dirty party is back into the doldrums. Next time, get people like Wontumi and make them your whatever. My brother, my sister, it is so terrible at this point that people are still wondering why the NPP is back in opposition. Look how they have destroyed Ghana. Somebody whose bank was responsible for getting laws for the country, and in return, he got so much kickback. My brother, my sister, in the form of percentages and interests. So they continue saddling us with debts. I want to see all these criminals go back where they belong, jail. My brother, my sister, arrogance bathed them right from the head, go down to the toe. They were on TV. After destroying our land, they were showing us how much money they had made from destroying our land. And TV presenters also gave them the opportunity, such dirty illiterates, my brother, my sister, to come and sit on TV and show the gold that they had from destroying our land. Today they are back in opposition and they can't believe it. When all the statistics scientifically pointed to one direction, that the NDC was going to win the election under Mahama, many were those, the stooges, who still fought those, and Paul Adomotri is one of those. My own good friend Paul Adomotri, such a stooge of the party, such dirty stooges of the party. These people would defend every rot. When Ghanaians were dying, they told us that they were only playing cantata. They are acting. They will soon get over all this. They defended everything that was not supposed to be defended. My brother, my sister, today they have become the ridicule of the nation. Some of them cannot even come out. They are hiding. Some of them are trying to find their passports, so they run out of this country. May the borders shut down on them. May they go where they belong, jail, for destroying this nation. The other day when Chairman Wontumi told us that Ghana was far better than the UK in terms of the economy, and I wanted to put him right. We all heard his response to me, so derogatory, no intelligence, just buffoonery, talking bah, because they have machines that can destroy the earth and steal our gold and natural resources in the name of a certain party that needs money. They said they were going to win the elections. They went all the way to see all the prophets. They went all the way to all the churches. They went to the fetish priests. My brother, they brought electrical vehicles into the country. They commissioned and inaugurated projects that were not even completed. My brother, my sister, they were so desperate for power, and Ghanaians saw the desperation in their eyes. No wonder a lot of their MPs, all the kingpins, have been sent back into opposition. This was what Chairman Wontumi told me so arrogantly. He owns 4 radio stations and TV stations. For that matter, he is my father, even though I'm older than him. Such a crook. Listen to him.
Thank you so much. Thank you. Blakk Rasta, I want to tell you that it's never good to argue with Tom Falari, because by the end of you will cut on me any necessary insistence anytime. You are a very corrupt person and criminal journalist. I know you charge before you come to, to talk. Drunkard. Anyway, anytime you hear me talking, be circumspect and take your time to analyze it before you respond. What I said about the UK, I will never insult UK. That's the place I brought up. That's the place my children come from. That is my second home. So I would never insult UK. But what I'm saying is that the point I'm trying to batterize is that the UK, because of Russia and Ukraine war, the inflation is higher than Ghana. So my point is that crate of egg, it was £3, but now it has increased to £6. Is it true or not? So, you cannot, come to the radio, sit down into the distance and come and do like this. Blakk Rasta, be careful. You are not bigger than your boss. I own 5 radio stations and TVs, 5 online. Okay? You can insult everybody, but you cannot insult your father. I'm your father. Stop that. Today, I'm not going to insult you, but I'm trying to put sense, in your mind. This is the point I'm trying to make. Okay? To tell you. Okay? So anything Wontumi will come and say, I will do it. Why don't you go to the big companies and say it? Because I'm African, because I'm Ghanaian. Hypocrite. You are hypocrite. You are hypocrite. You are hypocrite. Go and bath. Go and bath. Blakk Rasta, go and bath. 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 Blakk Rasta, go and bath. Go and bath. I'm telling you, go and bath. Wontumi is the institution. You cannot break. You cannot enter. Go and bath.
Wontumi is institution. You cannot break. You cannot enter. Go and bath. Blakk Rasta, go and bath. And I ask a simple question. Bath with what? The galamsey water. I stopped bathing since you polluted all the water with your dirty galamsey. I am glad that you guys are back into opposition, and I truly want to see how some of you are going to start behaving. Now, there's a guy here who is called Eugene Wachientri, and he said even the Northerners and Muslims didn't vote for Bawumia. And a Christian presidential candidate would have performed better than Bawumia. So you see the low level of thinking. They are looking at ethnic groups and religious affiliations. They are not looking at the content of the brain and the work you will put in before the election.
Yamfa asida ema traffic foods omo enebo ye chidoma abrani bre nyina yetimi di dwumadie ebesom wo omo say opa awache opetue sa Afrifa papa ene na bra onaso ye omo aye America an broni kurumeho ene omo wo opa oma e wa America kuroni ma omo we the Church of Pentecost 6200 Cleveland Columbus Ohio eho ena ubehu omachira kwan sanso na sa opa obetumi afre eye number +56 735 66287 +156 735 66287 and I say +4 +141 9302 66994 Mrs. Subiama +141 9302 66994 o fresh number we are the opebia so pe won kwa de opo ni abusua ne de o ya adori o ye de opebia de hia ne se o be free number no omo de bebro sanso na A1 company limited omo so e ka ho bi e na omo so yase na ma bre ni bre nyina mitime gebre na me di dwumadie e ba be so mo A1 omo se opesem na so to bia bia o benya bi omo alata semina papa mix one sanso na omo semina ye di senior ma ba so di di senior ma omo be omo after wash sanso omo shower gel omo liquid soap upe bia to Ghana hanum se Ghana fa na ba bia supermarket BM ubenya bi ato sanso na open na kira kwan mo obo ase chechire ho na obehu o makira kwan yesa so anu afre number 0244 877 956 0244 877 956 ofra baby a wo bia o betumi e de abro